Yep, welcome back on the episode 7 of Put on the Armor. Mhm. Yep, it's good to be back. It's really fun with all that has been going on to some extent. I mean, well, first off, I want to ask, bro, how are you doing? How have you been? How are you faring generally?
I'm doing good at the moment. Like my nose is kind of stuffy, so like yeah, I can't really speak there, bro.
Yeah, all right. I feel you. I feel you. It's so good. But I heard recently that you've been studying daytime trading. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's been good so far. I mean, it has its complications with like, for example, there's like some things I has to memorize, like the candle.
Oh yeah, the candlestick. Yeah,
Yeah, the big candles, candles is really like a lot.
yeah, and how to like basically monitor the charts and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's true. It's no, it definitely does have its complications. Personally, when I started studying it, it's like, man, it's just a lot. But I think it's a step by step procedure. So once you grasp it and you understand it, then it's not like it's not gonna flow really, but you'll be able to grasp at least what you could be able to do in order to move forward with a particular trade in the market. So, but it's fascinating. Well, what is your ambition personally on it? Like, how do you feel it's gonna benefit for you?
That you think money? Think you can put on if you get people. Ahora me quiero la mola, that dinero está ahí. Bruh. So basically, other than getting money, I just want to like be able to be stable with like, you understand? Like, if I start young, like the
Yeah,
time like 20, I'll be like stable enough to like, like to keep myself in check with like my mom or something.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
That's basically my goal every year.
Golly, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, really awesome. My part is it's been wild. It's just have work and practices and training and whatnot, gym procedures, travels, and trying to keep this balance of like, yeah, an everyday, so to speak, life. But uh, it's cool. It's cool. It gets better with time. It
Mm.
gets better with time, I suppose. No, but it's also been a couple of exciting couple of days as I've launched my first ebook,
Bravo.
which is which is nice. I feel like it's a combination of um just my personal experience and like experiment that I put my body through to the point where, with such accumulated knowledge, I'm like, you know,
You mean like the experience you did in Relator?
yep, I read it. Mm, mm-mm. A moment of silence.
Mhm.
But yeah, basically the knowledge that I accumulated over the years culminated in this book. It's really exciting because in a way, after helping mom
Yeah,
with her weight,
yeah.
it's really gonna be fun and distributing this knowledge to everyone as well. Just like certain things you could do to lose weight and fast too, right? This is a body hack, right? And that's basically the title of the book is Quick Body Hack for a Fast Weight Loss, right? And here's the thing, you don't actually necessarily have to go to the gym, which is really, really uh, beneficiary in a way, you know? And because not everyone has the time in a day to uh, fit in gym in their schedule. Um, it's a lot of priorities someone may have and whatnot. So, I mean, just a couple of workout really that you can do. Nothing crazy. Maybe for some, maybe you see it. But it mainly revolves around you know your diet and how you could be able to control your eating habits. So it's fun. It's interesting. It's interesting. I feel like I'm gonna be going on a promotional campaign very soon. I don't know how far for that, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna distribute it far and wide. I feel it's something that's gonna help a lot of people. Very convenient for some folks as well, given again with their schedules and their everyday day-to-day lives. That's like that was the key into making the writing the book. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But yeah, looking forward to sharing it with the world officially.
Yeah.
But man, it's nice. It's really nice. Yeah, the world has had pretty wild news here and there.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like we're still on the topic of the Ukraine and Russia trying to try to get some peace assignments signings going, peace contracts going between um yeah, again, Russia and Ukraine. But I don't know. The antics that Trump displayed the Oval Office with the press and whatnot. I mean, on one hand, because I saw the clip from start to finish. On one hand, I agree with what Trump was saying, to be honest, because again, it seemed like um man, it just seems like Ukraine kind of well, the president Zelensky doesn't want to stop the war, which is very weird. It's like it's almost as though the war kind of benefits them, more war, more money, more ammunition, and the story just keeps on going, right? It's a never-ending war.
Yeah.
Never-ending story.
Yeah. Probably better.
Yep, stranger things have happened. So, but hopefully they can. I think the meeting is today, if I'm not mistaken. They are gonna. Ukraine has said that they're down for a discussion between themselves and Russia, and again they plan to sit down with Trump for the second time.
Yeah.
Hopefully this goes well, and they will be able to like come to a mutual agreement and settle this once and for all. I mean, there's so many lives that have been lost.
Yeah.
It's been how many years now? 3, 4 years? How many years has it been? Oh, this has been going on. This is crazy.
2 years ago. Two,
Two,
3 years.
3 years?
I heard that.
It's wild. Absolutely wild. I mean, at some points, something's got to give, but give in a good way, in the most positive way, because again, a lot of lives have been lost, and this, I heard something wild. The Ukrainian military is even bringing in like people with Down syndrome and stuff to come off, to come to the front lines because they basically don't have like their military power is like scarce. So yeah, hey, look, in the words of Trump, just end this as quick as possible. So
Yeah.
but yeah, but I didn't like the antic at all. Like I felt I felt personally I felt this because when I was watching, I was like, this looks like something that should be behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I was like, are we invading a privacy? And the press, I could literally feel the energy in the room. The press were like, should we be here? You know the press, right? They always like fetching for news and like catchy moments. But I felt the energy in that room. They were like, wow, should we be here? Stuff. I'm sure someone was like, this is good. This is good TV. Carry on. Nah, but it just seemed very all over the place, and yeah, it just seemed like a 2-on-1 argument. I mean, yeah, it didn't look good visually, right? It didn't look good visually, but hopefully things are much more different. They can come to a mutual agreement, and yeah, Ukraine can hand over a couple of minerals that they have on their part, while mineral resources that they have on their part, while yeah, the U.S. uh basically give them some helping hand. But yeah, I don't think about not ammunition though, given that if they're able to at least come to an agreement, because what they're trying to do now is basically rebuild. Right, Ukraine is in the situation of rebuilding. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. It'd be interesting though. It'd be interesting. We don't want no one saying the wrong thing and popping off stuff. Literally, it's nice. It's nice. Hopefully, there is peace, because war. What is it good for? Eh? Yep. So we're good. So good. Yep. 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 In the basketball world, though, I don't know. Um, Jokic had a historic night with a was it a 30 30 20 20? I think the first in history, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me see. I think that it was that 30 points, 20 rebounds, 20 assists, which is incredible. Um, if I'm not mistaken, oh, I don't want to misquote, because I saw it on the slide. I was like, wait, what? I mean, dude is incredible, absolutely incredible. Jokic, Jokic, good story. Right. Yeah, exactly. Hmm. Yeah, first 30 20 20. Yeah, exactly that. Correct. Yeah. In history of the NBA, which is amazing, incredible. While Giannis um moves to 50th all time uh, leading scorers with 25,000 points. Oh, which is incredible. 25,000 points. 25,000 points, bro. Yes, that's wild. That's wild. That's absolutely incredible. So shout out to bro for an amazing achievement. Let's just keep on going. It's not over till it's over, right? Yeah. We want the precious. We want the precious. So, man, but I think in MVP um race right now currently, I think they saying it's SGA. I mean, SGA has been racking up um 50 50 ball games. Hmm. Couple of nights now he's been in his 50 points range. This is insane. Um, incredible player, incredible player. Um, Some was saying it's kind of like a neck to neck thing with Jokic and himself. But we'll see. On my personal note, not being biased, but I don't mind if Giannis took it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'll just keep it a buck. All pun intended. All pun intended. All pun intended. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. While the Lakers are trying to move up surprisingly on the first position, um, the first seed of the Western Conference. So the first is Oklahoma City. And they've had amazing run. But Cavaliers, I just want to say this. Cavaliers, shout out to Cavaliers, because oh my goodness, they have been balling this season. They have been, it's incredible what these guys are doing. Like, gosh, I just wish we get to see. For me personally, I just wish to see great basketball, because I don't want it to be, one of those situations where oh, they're doing amazing in the regular season, and then when the postseason arises, it's like, well, there is no show, there are no show. So, obviously, postseason experiences play a huge role because folks say like the more playoffs matches you've had, the more you're better equipped because you know what's at stake, which is totally understandable. So, but we'll see how it plays out. Celtics are still rolling. Celtics are still balling. They are really playing like defending champs, which is interesting to see. So it's exciting all around. And yeah, I'm saying the Lakers being second in the Western Conference seems like Jokic has found a balance, I should say, and he's in tremendous shape too. Like he genuinely is in a good shape. So let's see how this plays out. It's gonna be really, really interesting. It's gonna be really, really interesting. Someone predicted. I'll say this here real quick. Someone predicted that Luka Dončić's first NBA championship ring will be with LeBron, and LeBron's last NBA championship will be with Luka Dončić because after that he's gonna retire. Someone predicted, like I think it was 20 2021, I think. I'm not sure. Someone predicted that. And now Doncic is with the Lakers. So it's pretty it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild because like when that happens, we might have to find that guy. Hey, listen, that was how the how the lottery is gonna play out because ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's way too accurate. So far he's gotten the part of he's gotten right the part where Luka Doncic joins the Lakers, which is insane. Um, but think in his first season with the Lakers, somehow, some way, it's very tough. It's like they have a hill to climb. That's for sure. One thing though, I noticed in the game, Celtics versus Lakers played recently. Celtics won. It was actually a really good game, to be honest. I was surprised of how close it was. It was actually a pretty good game. But oh no, it's weird. Especially this season totally has been a no show for big, like a pure big. So I could say that about my own team, but that's another story for another day. I am the big of my team. Let that sink in for a second. And I'm 6'3". Golly. Anyways, flashbacks. But I I don't know. I noticed with the Celtics now. I don't know if it's like the second bench in terms of bigs. I mean, they do have a big here and there at Celtics, but they they mainly had Al Horford as their big, which was interesting to me. I was like, is it due to experience they had to put him in there? Like the Mazzulli, the coach of the Celtics, was he like, yeah, well, we're gonna take this match as a playoff match and put in our very best experienced players on the floor. At least that's what I saw from the match, but it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. The match was really nice, actually. Overall, it was a good for me at least. I thought it was a interesting basketball game. Um, so yeah, postseason is fast approaching. May the best of the best proceed in getting their precious. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's. I feel like it's it's cool talking about stuff like this because in a way, um, it kind of opens up the eyes of many men all around. Um, it's from the matter the way you approach things from your own personal perspective. as a man. I'm speaking mainly to the men because I feel like some men allow a lot of things to slide, maybe from the way someone approaches them, from the way someone talks to them or interacts with them, and they just accept anything. But here's the thing. Here's one thing that is not very cleared with some men. It's like when you allow certain people to talk to you anyway, or anyhow, treat you in any form, shape, or fashion that is not um, compatible with your character, um, at some point, you may allow that to slide so much so where to the point where it actually becomes you. It becomes your own personality. What do I mean? I mean like what is derogatory words, condescending words. Um, when when you receive that on a daily basis as a man, you automatically embody those words. You embody the negative words that are coming out of that person's mouth. So instead of you allowing those things to take place, the best thing you could possibly do is to shut it down at the spot, right? Is to shut it down at the spot because if you don't, then it just lingers on. And then at the end of the day, what happens is those words accumulate to the point where you look at yourself in the mirror and you have a self-hate. Now you don't only have a self-hate because of that. You have a self-hate because you indulge in certain things that is morally improper. Is it? But yeah, proper, like something that is not like proper, as in you're indulging in things that is not like morally decent, right? As an individual, and you know is improper, is not right, but you still do it, because I don't know, it makes you feel good. But you don't understand that what happens is at the end of the day, you look down on yourself and you treat yourself poorly. So when you treat yourself poorly, personally, in your private day to day life, so whenever someone says something to you that is condescending or derogatory, you look down on yourself poorly and you accept it. Why? Because you have already done it privately on yourself. That's one thing folks don't really are not familiar with. They're not really familiar with it, right? Is if you keep on accepting certain things on your personal life, right? I'm speaking on a personal uh standpoint, right? What you do in your private life, you know, you go home, no one is watching. You always have like this um social mask, but once you go home, step between the door, step in, the mask fall off, and you're you. You're yourself. But when you're yourself, your actual self, it's key to treat yourself even there with dignity and respect. Because if you don't, if you treat yourself poorly in whatever activities you indulge in as a man, then in return you create this dark cloud over you that you don't know why you have this hate. You don't know why you're so anxious or pissed off all the time. And this is one thing too that's really important to how men need to control their anger and emotions, because if you don't, then you're just gonna spiral out of control and say something or do something that you may regret, right? Yeah. At the end of the day. So all that culminates to like being an individual who is in control of their emotions and doing things privately that is lawful as an individual. This way you get to respect yourself. So once you respect yourself privately, when someone then gets to talk to you in a manner that seems disrespectful, you kind of shut that down real quick. You know, sometimes, again, I said that in the previous part, like sometimes you don't need to like utter a word, but there is a certain look you can give that individual where it's like, oh, okay, like, you know, you don't want to mess with this person. You don't want to say something that will, because obviously, again, there are people who don't really care, you know, but in that situation, if they don't care, well, then you have to let them know straight up, voice your opinion up. You know, it's really important. Um, so that's the thing. That's why some men are quick to get pissed off, to get angry, because either ways, you yourself personally, you're not treating yourself well. You're not treating yourself with respect. You know, so if you're not treating yourself, this is key. If there's anything that someone can get out of this pod, is if personally you're not treating yourself with respect on a private aspect of things, if you're not treating yourself with respect, then no one else is gonna treat you with respect.
Yeah.
You know? So just move cautiously, be aware, and just stay focused and be in control of your emotions is the most important thing as a man. And stop being so quick to lash out and be irritated at the simplest things. You're irritated at the simplest things because you do the craziest things behind closed doors to yourself, you know? And that is the truth, is the absolute truth. So just be mindful of that, mindful of your words, because that's the key. That's, again, if you're not hearing it from people, you're saying it to yourself, you know? So certain words, you need to be careful with how you carry yourself, the words that come out of your mouth. Because those things have frequencies. The words have frequencies. Verbs, vocabularies have frequencies. They have energy, you know? So you have to be cautious of the words that come out of your mouth, because if they follow you, they are harmful, and then you treat yourself poorly. So when other people treat you poorly, you don't really care. So that's the thing. You end up not caring how someone else treats you, because you're like, oh, well, it is what it is. So, yep, that's gonna do it for episode 7. Put on the armor. It's been cool. It's been real. Well, you hear from us on the next one pretty soon. Okay. Well, so got anything to say?
No.
Good. All right, folks. Take care. And stay tuned for the book release too. We out. God bless. Take care. Take care.